DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Nice little juke. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set. Top row 18. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
On play action, here's Shadur. Rolling to his left. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. 65, go.
Smith going off tackle left. Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Alert. Here we go, set.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. Well, the Rams at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Sykes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Get it. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Robinson will try to pick it up. Across midfield. He's on his way. And finally taken down at the 15. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They needed less than a foot, and they got a lot more feet than that. Quite a run there on 3rd and short.
As a running back, you love when the defense is stacked near the line of scrimmage. You know it's going to be heavy slogging in the beginning, but if you break free, nothing but green grass ahead of you.
Yep, smooth sailing and a big run because of it.
Viking 18. 19 Wyatt. Go.
They go play action now. Sanders. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go now. Hop 70. Hop Viking 18.
Robinson on a give right side. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Sanders to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Panther 60, Panther 60. Dragon 60. Ready, ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a nice job there to defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man, Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
On the set. Here we go.
They'll return and again to Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Inside handoff, Smith. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19.
Again, it's Smith. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third and 5.
70 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Sykes. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw now, here's Sanders. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. A give left side to Robinson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Rams 3.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The killer here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second down and 4. Looking to throw. Sykes. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come 19, come 19. Check up.
Operating from the gun. Sykes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3.
17. Rams 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Bronco 80. Go.
Back to throw. Sykes. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Smith up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Sykes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Terrence Ferguson,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up through the goalposts at 17-10.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Rams 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nifty move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Sykes. That's complete to Dell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drop. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
19 Tigers.
Sanders. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This 2nd and 4.
Ready.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Ready? Panther 60.
Here's Sanders.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Sykes. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sykes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Sykes.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 55 yards.
And the Rams are back within a score.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the try here for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Now they can't bring him down. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, strike. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70, get the ball. 60 by 60.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Liking 18. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Check smash, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates.
To throw is Sanders. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Sanders. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now. Ready,
Throwing, Sanders.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Shador.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
60 Eagles, 60.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
They begin with a run by Smith. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run it again with Smith. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sykes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Got a man, it's London. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Falcons first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Sykes. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Sykes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Stay at home.
Back to throw. Sykes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Falcon football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Go.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. That one deep for London. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 54 yards. And the Falcons strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Koo now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sykes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Sykes. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He's back to throw. And it is caught. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll look to throw.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Cowboy 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Back to throw.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come 19, come 19.
He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Sykes. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Sykes eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 70 range, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Smith. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Atlanta, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.